started to just break down in my body. Everything started to shut down. My head, body, everything just shut down. I was out of here, straight line.
Welcome back to 10th Degree Faith. I am your host, guys, from Baltimore. This is the testimony table, and today I got a powerful testimony for you with Brother Demetrius. Excuse me. With Brother Demetrius, he's going to be sharing a powerful testimony about how God healed him and giving a little background about his life. So tune in. So tell them um, introduce yourself again. Tell them where you from and a little bit of a background history.
All right, my name is Demetrius Adams from Greenville, North Carolina. Born and raised. Um, I come from a family that struggled. My mom raised us by herself. While my dad was out doing his thing. Um, and I had to become the man of the house very fast. Once my older brother moved out, and it's just been a struggle, but God has really shown favor to us and provide for us, and I'm here today.
And what were you raised with in a two-parent household, or it was just? I mean, as far as like I know you said your father. You said a little bit about your father and whatnot.
Yes, my mom was married to my dad, but while he was out doing his thing, um, she just raised us by herself, and she worked three jobs, make ends meet, and it was definitely hard. But once I started working at the age of 13, I had my uncle do a flea market that helped me get some kind of income where I could help her out.
And so, tell me about the time during COVID. So I know during COVID-19, it was a lot going on. Tell me a little bit about what happened during that period.
I was under a lot of stress, working a new job, trying to find some kind of hope. I was dealing with drugs and alcohol. Um, it was just very, very tough. Um, and also trying to minister as well, do a lot of pain from breakups and just trying to survive. But I was at a conference that I ministered at. 'Cause I do dance ministry, and um, I noticed that nobody had a mask at a conference. Nobody, and it was a whole bunch of us just loaded into this one room. And I noticed that after the service, I was doing a lot of coughing. Um, it just felt horrible. I threw up. I had to pull over to throw up. As I'm going back to my hotel, and I just felt very, very sick. I felt dizzy, very hot. Um, but I paid no mind. I thought it was just a normal cold. So a few days later, I'm at work. At the time, I was doing a call center job for Comcast, and I just felt so horrible. I asked my shift leader if I could leave, and he said, "Of course." Um, I went straight home, got in bed, and I just lay there. Um, took some more medication. And I just lay there, and I'll say 2 days later, I felt very bad to the point where I called the ambulance to come get me. And the doctor said, if you could have waited another moment or another day, you would have been out of here.
Wow.
Because not only did I had COVID, but also I had triple pneumonia.
Okay, now as far as the triple pneumonia, right? Because not everybody might not have heard of that. So explain to me what triple pneumonia is.
Well, according to research, it's not a term or it's not it's nothing scientific. It's just a term. But we all know pneumonia comes from um, being stressed or being um, your body's just going through a lot, sickness, stuff like that. Um, but the doctor said I had triple pneumonia, um, and I was in the hospital for a whole month, um, to the point where, according to my family, I went to ICU.
Mm.
I was out of here. Um, I mean, stuff everywhere, and
Did they give you medication for the triple pneumonia?
yes. So they was feeding me the medication through a tube.
Oh,
I had to eat like that milky stuff. Um, Also through a tube. So I'm laying there while they're feeding me the medication and the milky stuff. Um, and um,
and so
they
what
said
happened after? I don't mean to cut you off. What happened from the time from? I know you had COVID, and then on top of that, you gotten triple pneumonia. Where in that process did you find healing, or what happened after that?
yes. So while I was in ICU, according to my family, the doctor said that I started to just break down in my body. Everything started to shut down. My head, body, everything just shut down. I was out of here, straight line. Um, but I remember an angel. That's why he said, "Be careful how you treat people, because you're." It said angels unaware. So there was an angel that came to my room, and I just felt this cold presence, and the angel touched my hand, my right hand, and I heard the prayers. And I'll say 15 minutes later, after that prayer, I woke up.
Wow.
Um, and I started coughing and everything, moving, shaking, because I'm trying to figure out why there's all these tubes all over me. And the nurse ran in. She was like, "He's alive! He's alive!" And for a moment, um, I just been so grateful that God gave me another chance to live.
And so, what is the reason you think God kept you alive to do?
It's not my
Uh,
time yet, um, even though I thought it was. But God has other plans. I don't know what the plans are, but I just know that it was my time yet, and I'm so grateful that He gave me another chance to live. And with that chance, I want to help others
mm.
overcome whatever they're going through.
And one last question. I want to know basically, um, so after going through COVID, beating COVID, triple pneumonia, like God has healed you tremendously through all of that, and I want to know, um, what like how has that affected you on like in the long term? Like I know many people go through have many powerful testimonies, um, but each of them um are meant to pave the way through this journey of life, and God has a plan for everyone. And I want to know, is there any goals that you have in mind that outside of I mean through the ministry that you want to bring to the table, um like what goals in mind do you have, if you have any, through ministry? um
Yes, I am in school for psychology, um, and my main focus is addiction counseling.
oh,
Um, and that's where I want to help people, because being a former addict um, is is my passion to help people. Also, I'm in the process of writing a book about my life story, and the goal is not to be famous or get the bestseller. I just want whoever's reading the book to have that assurance that, hey, I may be getting beat on, um, I may have lost my job, I may have got a divorce, I may have lost everything, I may have in the hospital for whatever reason, but I can overcome whatever I'm going through and dealing with, and that's my purpose of the book. Um, as far as dance ministry, I love to dance. I'm dancing actually tomorrow for two different services, and through this ministry, God has really used me to touch others. Some people have said they got delivered, they've got they've been encouraged, they've been um, just going through a lot. But when they see the replay of the ministry at whatever service I was at, they're like, "Oh my God, I can make it this week. I can make it through this another week," and I'm just grateful for that. And that's my goal.
And one last question about COVID. Did you have any friends or any family members that have passed from COVID?
Absolutely. Two aunts. Um, One aunt was 65, another was 80. I had some cousins that were very young, under the age of 25. Um, and also two uncles as well. There were in mid 60s that passed away from COVID.
Hmm. Okay, well, is there anything else you want to conclude with as we close the testimony table?
Yes. I just want to encourage everybody out there that whatever you're going through, don't stay silent. Speak up. It could have been some of your past as a child. Like something happened to me when I was a child, and I spoke up about it. I didn't hide it because we was taught back then in my household that you just push everything on the rug. No, speak up. Um, and that whatever you're dealing with, no matter how big or small it is to you, talk about it. Therapy helps. Um, Talk to your pastor if you have one. Also helps. And you can talk to a trusted friend. Also helps too. So just speak up about it. Talk about it. Don't stay silent. God bless you.